here's a quick overview of tagging your document. So first, let's look at the PowerPoint. There's usually two things that are going on here. First, you have your PowerPoint. Actually, it's much better to look at the DDP first. So you usually start in the DDP from an object. So here I'm coming from an account. If you're using Office 2007 or 2010, I also recommend doing your Office version instead of 2003 to 2010. That will just make things much quicker. So you already have your account set up. The other thing you need to do is you set up a relationship. So you might have already had this. So a good example of here is I'm going through opportunities. I'm doing two types of replication. I'm doing I set the relationship to the opportunity. I tell it the parent is the account, and then I also, in this particular one, I'm limiting it to the top 5 records, and I'm sorting by amount. And then I've called it an alias top 5 just because it rolls up to our tagger. So you could have just done that, and then you also here I can see that I'm doing one where I'm doing table replication, very similar, saying set up. I tell it the related object is the opportunity, the parent is the account. I'm telling you to do replication, and I'm sorting by amount. The most important thing here is once that's done, you'll get inside of our tagger now. You'll get all of the fields that you want to do. So the real important thing is here, if you're doing opportunity and you're just doing the normal one, it will have a replicate table tag in here. And if I was doing row and I select my top 5, I also have a replicate row tag. So if I go back into my PDF now, you can see I'm just pulling some basic account information. But now here I have all of my fields for my alias that I did for top 5. So this comes directly from the tagger. So let's go back. We're looking at top 5, and I said one amount, comes in here. So the real important thing is here, if you're doing row replication, you're just doing whatever the object is in the tagger underscore start. And then what it'll do is it'll go down and replicate the rows. And the way it works in PowerPoint is you set the max number of rows that you want in a particular slide. Fortunately, PowerPoint doesn't work very clean. It doesn't row slide to slide. So you tell it, in this case, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So the max rows it will have at 8. If I wanted it to have 9, I would just add another one. And if there were 9 records, it would fill up this whole sheet. If it was 10, it would fill up this whole sheet, then make another slide and have 1 on the other one and carry everything over. Let me go back up. So that's table row replication. If you're doing table replication, so here basically similar thing where we have all of the opportunities, I'm having all the tags, but basically somewhere inside of the table I have a table tag. So instead of just underscore start, it's underscore table underscore start. So hopefully that helps. Basically 2 main things that you need to do. One is define it in the DDP and define what type of copy type it is, and then make sure you have the appropriate start tags which roll all up into the tagger. Again, sorry I couldn't talk to you over the phone, but hopefully this will get you going.